Assalamu alaikum. Our next topic is data collection quantitative. In our previous video on qualitative data collection, we learned that according to the researchers, scholars, experts, and professionals in social sciences, all the facts and figures, information, or knowledge of social sciences which is concerned with the behavior of the people, it is recorded in the form of concepts or standard concepts. We define the concept as the shorter representation of a number of facts. For example, transformational leader. This concept represents a number of facts, for example, these four. So it represents these facts, meaning that the word transformational leader by itself means nothing, rather, its meaning are created with the help of these sub-concepts or attributes of this major concept or variable. So, whether we can use numbers to represent the human behavior, there is a lot of discussion, debate among the social researchers that how far the numbers can represent the human behavior which is concerned with their opinion about their beliefs, their perceptions, and their likings and dislikings, and so on, how the numbers can represent this kind of facts and figures related to the invisible aspects of the human being. However, there is consensus among most of the social researchers that numbers and numerical tools and techniques can be used to the extent it is possible, and it is logical, and it helps in answering some research questions through numerical tools and techniques. So let's understand what do we mean by numerical data or numbers in social research. One thing should be very much clear, that in social research, quantitative data actually refers to the codes, because qualitative data, as we have already said, is available in the form of concepts and sub-concepts. So we attach the codes with these sub-concepts of the major concept or attributes of the variable, and in this way numbers are collected which represent the opinion or feelings or perceptions of the people. For this purpose, we have already made another video about the levels and scales of measurement. We will refer to the same thing. For example, if the topic is impacts of social media on public awareness, then one of the questions that will be used in conducting research on this topic, one of the questions can be, do you like WhatsApp? And if we use this scale of yes and no, we shall give 1 as a code to yes and 2 as a code to no. However, since we know that this level of measurement or this scale is very simple, and there is only one attribute or one quality in this scale, and that is uniqueness, and the researcher has to depend only on uniqueness to answer the research questions. So we go for a better scale and use the same question in another form. For example, my liking for WhatsApp is high, medium, or low. Now this scale is better than this one, because in this scale there was only uniqueness. Yes is yes and no is no, and there is no connection between these two. But at this level, when we use this scale of high, medium, and low, now there is uniqueness. High means high and medium means medium, but there is relationship between these, that high is greater than medium. But again, there is a big question, that what is the distance between high and medium. For this purpose, we move to the next scale, which is more powerful and which is helpful in the sense that it comes up with three attributes. Uniqueness, 1 is 1 and 2 is 2. There is order, that 1 is less than 2 and 3 is more than 2. And it comes up with a third attribute, that is the distance between 1 and 2 is equal to the distance between 2 and 3. So this scale comes up with three attributes, which makes the scale powerful in the sense that the social researcher can work on all these three aspects of the answer and apply different tools and techniques to come up with different answers to a number of questions. So, likewise, the fourth scale is ratio data, in which all these three attributes and a next attribute is also available. And for example, the ratio data comes in the form of age or experience, whole numbers. So 15 and 20 are unique. They have the order 15 is less than 20. And third, the distance between 15 and 20 can be measured exactly through using mathematical tools and techniques. So in short, in social research, the quantitative data actually means codes which are assigned to the attributes of the variables in the form, for example, interval scale is the richest scale, and mostly in social research we apply this type of scale. For example, a questionnaire in social research can be like this: title of the topic, request to the respondent for cooperation, then we put the variables of education, gender and others. Research questions, here we place the questions regarding the research topic in the form of statements. Variable 1, question on attribute 1, like this. Questions will be on role model, inspirational motivation and so on. So variable 1, then the questions, variable 2 and then the questions, and this way the questionnaire is prepared. And the data that we receive at the end is in the form of numbers. So numbers can be used for statistical applications, and we can answer different research questions through the use of multiple statistical tools. To close my discussion on quantitative data collection in social sciences, I will conclude that these two levels, ordinal and nominal, are called descriptive scales or descriptive data, while the interval scale and the ratio scale, these two provide continuous data. The difference is that in ordinal and nominal scales, we can apply very limited statistical tools, while on the interval and ratio data, these two are called continuous data, and a diversity of statistical tools can be applied to answer strange and common and new questions with regard to the research topic. I think that is enough for today. Thank you very much.